Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum dear all students. Welcome to the new lecture of Chemical Pathology 2. In this lecture we will discuss about the physiology of the liver. In today's lecture the outlines are the introduction about the liver, introduction to the physiology and the physiology of the liver, and after that we will discuss about the structure of liver, and in the last we will learn about the different functions of liver, which will help us to understand the next coming lectures which are regarding the diseases, the test of the liver. So, make sure to watch it and listen carefully. Coming to the introduction of the liver, liver is the largest gland of the body and its weight about 1 kg to 2.3 kg in the adult. So, it is the largest gland because it produces most of the enzymes, most of the proteins, and which are important for the production of different types of hormones, the different biochemical products which acts and which is transferred from one place to another place by these proteins. So, therefore, it is called the largest gland of the body, and this liver is located on the upper and right side of the abdominal cavity, just below the diaphragm. The liver have many property, but combinedly we can call it as the liver have both secretory function as well as excretory function, because it secrete different types of proteins, different types of chemical substance which helps in the functioning of the other organs, in the functioning of the other systems, and as well as it excretes the biochemical products, the waste products which are produced in the bile and which are produced during the processing of various substances within the liver. So, combinedly liver have these two major property, the excretory property, the excretory function and the secretory function. Liver have different parts and it have 4 lobes. Liver is divided into 4 portions which is called the lobe. Among these 4 lobes, the 2 major lobes, the 2 large lobes which are visible and which can be seen from the interior side. So, the first one is the right lobe, which is the largest among all the 4 lobes, and the second one which is visible anteriorly, that is the left lobe, and it is slightly smaller than the right lobe and having a wedge shape. On the posterior surface of the liver, the 2 more lobes are present. The one is caudate lobe and the second one is quadrate lobe. So, these are the 4 lobes, the 4 parts of the liver. Right one is the largest, the left one is the wedge shaped, and posteriorly caudate and quadrate lobe. Within these lobes there are different hepatic or liver lobules. Liver lobule is a functional unit and it is present in the liver, and in total round about 50,000 to 100,000 of hepatic lobes are present, hepatic lobules are present in that liver, and the outline of these hepatic lobules is hexagonal. They have 6 corners, and these lobules are formed by the cuboidal cube shaped cells of the liver, and these cells are called hepatocytes. This is the structure of liver. In this slide, we have 2 views of the liver. The first one is the anterior view, which is on the right side of the slide, and the second one is the inferior view, and which is turned upside down on the left side of the slide. In the anterior view, we can see the 2 major lobes of the liver, the right lobe and the left lobe. These 2 lobes are separated from each other by a ligament which is called falciform ligament. If we look at the inferior view, the posterior inferior view, which is turned upside down of the liver, so we can see here the 2 small lobes of the liver, that is the quadrate lobe and the caudate lobe. This is the right lobe and the left lobe. The 2 lobes, the major lobes and the smaller lobes, are quadrate and caudate. Along with these lobes, we can see here a gallbladder which is present to the posterior surface of the liver, and this gallbladder is connected with the common bile duct along with the portal vein, hepatic portal vein, and the hepatic artery. So this triad is present in the every lobe of the liver. We can also see here the inferior vena cava on the posterior surface of the liver. So these are the structures of the liver and the organs that is associated with the liver. Now, the internal structure of the liver. So the hepatocytes, which are the cells of the liver, these hepatocytes are arranged in a column form, and this column form is called as the hepatic plate. So each plate is made up of 2 columns of cells. 2 columns of cells, they are arranged parallel to each other, and in between these 2 columns, between 2 columns there and between each plate, there is a bile canaliculi, a canal system for bile, where the bile floats and it goes throughout the liver, and between the 2 neighboring plates there is a space, a blood space, which is called sinusoid, and this sinusoid is lined by the endothelial cells. Between the endothelial cells there are some special type of macrophages which are called Kupffer cells, and these lies inside the liver. This is the cross section of the liver. This is one lobe of the liver. In this lobe, here is the central vein, and we can view this section here. So this is the central vein of the liver. Along with the central vein, this is a bile liver plate, as we have discussed in the previous slide, the hepatic plates, the cells are arranged parallel to each other, and in between these plates there is a space for the bile, which is called the, and between two hepatic plates there is a space where cells are present, and they are called the hepatic macrophages or the Kupffer cells. In between these two plates, the hepatic plates, the blood is present, and blood flows in this direction, whereas the bile flows in this direction, just as given in the picture. So, this is the liver lobule, and this is the structure of the liver plates, hepatic plates, and the bile canaliculus along with the sinusoids. Now, let us discuss the different functions of liver. The first function is the metabolic function. The first function is the metabolic function, and in this is the major function of the liver, as we know that most of the chemical reactions, most of the metabolism of the proteins, carbohydrate, fats, vitamins and minerals which are received from the digestion of food and which is transferred from the intestinal, small intestinal tract to the liver through blood. So, all these substances or these biochemicals, they are being metabolized in the liver. So, this is the metabolic hub of the body. The second function is the storage function, and after metabolism of all these products, the liver stores the substances, for example, the glycogen, the amino acids, the iron, the folic acid, vitamins A, vitamin B12 and vitamin D. So, when there is a need in the body, then the liver secretes its storage particles, the storage molecules, and it is used by the body when needed. The third function of the liver is the synthetic function. Liver is the area, liver is the organ where all type of plasma proteins and glucose is stored and it is synthesized in the liver. So, it is the machinery for the production, for the synthesis of proteins and glucose which are present in the plasma. The next function of the liver is the secretion of bile. So, liver secretes bile, and this liquid, bile is a liquid which contains bile salts, bile pigments, cholesterol, fatty acids and minor different other substances. So, these are the major components of the bile which is being secreted by the liver. The next function is the excretory function. Liver excrete different type of chemicals from the body in the blood with the help of bile, and these chemicals and foreign particles or the microbes, these include the cholesterol, the bile pigments which is present in the bile, and the heavy metals which is being inhaled or produced or that is ingested with the food, the toxins which is produced during any sort of infections, the bacteria and the viruses. And the heat production is one of the major function of the liver, because many metabolic reactions, the digestion of the proteins, the digestion of the lipids, digestion of the cholesterol, they occurs inside the liver. So because of these metabolic reaction, because of these reactions, huge amount of heat is being produced in the liver. So this is the next is the hemopoietic function. Hemopoietic function, liver produces blood cells during the fetal life. From 6 to 9 months, the blood is being produced within the liver, and also liver stores vitamin B12 and iron. This vitamin B12 is necessary for the erythropoiesis, for the production of red blood cells, and vitamin B12 is important in the synthesis of hemoglobin. So liver also have very important role in the production, the generation of the blood cells. The next function is the hemolytic function. Hemolysis also occurs within the liver along with the spleen, because the reticuloendothelial cells of the liver, of the spleen, it screens every blood cells, every red blood cells within the blood, and when the blood cells, they span their life of 120 days, so these old red blood cells, they are captured by these reticuloendothelial cells and they are broken down. The heme product is recycled, and the waste products that is being excreted, that is being excreted by the liver. And the inactivation of hormones, this is one of the important function of the liver. Liver catabolizes, it breaks up the hormones, for example the growth hormone, the parathormone, cortisol, insulin and glucagon and estrogen. These hormones, when they are needed by the body, so they are produced by the endocrine system, and after functioning, after they are being used as required by the body, so these hormones are catabolized, they are deactivated by the liver. Certain type of drugs which are fat soluble, they are being converted into water soluble drugs, because the fat soluble drugs, they cannot be excreted, they are insoluble in the blood, so they cannot be cleared out from the blood. Before clearing, before excretion, these drugs are converted into water soluble substances and they are excreted through bile or through urine, and this conversion is performed by the liver. And the last function is the defensive and detoxification function. The macrophages of the liver, which is called the Kupffer cells, these cells have defensive role in the body, especially in the liver. So when there is any sort of microbial invade or any infection, these macrophages try to clear out, to kill the bacteria or viruses or the agent which have caused any sort of infection. When foreign bodies are ingested, so this liver detoxifies these foreign bodies and it is being solubilized in the blood and excreted. So, these are the functions, the structure, the physiology of the liver. For further studies, students can look through these books. Thank you for watching. If you have any question, you can ask. Assalamu alaikum. Allah Hafiz.